Let's go. Why does it seem like I'm wearing this backwards? But I'm not. Interesting. Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Dan, good morning. Donald, good morning. Shima, good morning. Good morning, back off. Donovan, criminal. Good morning. Sarasay, good morning. Juan, good morning. BRK, good morning. Name, good morning. Good morning, Floyd. You never had me, good morning. MCK, good morning. Lizzie, good morning. Chester, good morning. Tony, good morning. Chef, good morning. Salad, good morning. A, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, morning. Alan, ayo. Some beer, good morning. Mario, good morning. BBV, good morning. Hello. Good morning, Thomas. Shondale, good morning. Alan, good morning. Osama, good morning. Deliv, good morning. Winterfell, ayo, good morning. Alex, good morning. G, good morning. Amy, good morning. Josh, Virus, good morning. Work, good morning. Nathan, good morning. Daryl, good morning. Mark, good morning. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Happy. Today's Thursday? Wow, the week went by really quickly, actually. Really quick. I think it's because we had the Fed meeting, though. James, ayo, good morning. Thank you. George, good morning. Dave, good morning. Seven, good morning. Dugan, good morning. Nanka, good morning. Janera, good morning. Mayhem, good morning. Jeb, good morning. Prince, good morning. Koma, cook today, please. Bree, are you connected in Discord? I don't think you are. Let me know if you are. Elise, I think you are a new member. Let me know if you need the link. Good morning. Hello, hello. Elisa, good morning. Coney, good morning. Gods and Kings, good morning. Yeah. Happy Thursday, everybody. Erica, you are? Okay, good. Good. Perfect. Markets looking amazing. I mean, we were looking a lot more amazing. I'm trying to look for a word. For some reason, though, we seem to be selling off into the open, which is interesting. You know what I like is BTC isn't really following the S&P sell-off, which is nice to see. Right? Like, look at that. We were up quite a lot, almost 1%, and now we're half of that. Right? So, Dan, unbelievable. Greg, good morning. Shafan, good morning. So a bit of a sell-off into the open, but we're still sitting at brand new all-time highs. So that looks nice. BTC looks really, really nice, so that's good. This is what we were asking for, 117. Josh made it happen. In terms of momentum stocks going into the open, guys, LASE is probably my favorite name. I've said that already, right, in Discords. LASE. What we were looking for is they had some really good news this morning, but what I was looking for was the break of the downtrend, right? So this is usually what I'm looking for when a stock is selling off like this is the break of the downtrend. So a little bit of consolidation at the bottom, which is nice, but actually breaking the downtrend is a lot nicer, right? So we're kind of creeping up going into the open. Most of you have scalped this already multiple times in Discord, right? So your next resistance is that double top right below. Let's call it $4.10. Alrighty, so we would need to break above that level for LASC, or we would need to dip closer to 360 into the open. Alrighty, so we like this name, but it's also a name that's been creeping up into the open. So now we need the breakout or we need to dip scheme. Cool. So don't do anything too crazy, please. 5 minutes to go. So we have plenty of time before the market opens. APVO is another one. The problem with this one is you're sitting at a clear supply zone, right? Clear resistance. That thing is so strong. Even Dan's toe couldn't, anyways. So a lot of resistance at 270 on this one, 270, 275. So APVO would need to break above this level for anything good to happen. Alrighty. So I know some of you guys are watching this one as well. So watch for support closer to 240, 245, and then resistance at 275. Cool. DVLT looks good, right? You do have a supply zone, a double top coming up at 53 cents. So it would be nice if that thing broke above that level. So we're going to be paying attention to that. Cool. So resistance, 53 cents. It looks like we might actually break above that level now. Right? So see if it can break and hold. And then your next level would be 53 and then 60 cents. Alrighty. So those would be your next two levels there to pay attention to. AERT had some good news too. Nice little popskis. And we seem to be going sideways into the open. So support for this one, 75 cents. And then 60. Resistance, $1. INTC got some amazing news this morning and the stock cooked. 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 For a name like INTC to be up 30%, you know they've done something really good, right? So NVIDIA is investing $5 billion into INTC. So the stock said, "Thank you very much. We will appreciate the monies and go boom skis." The only question now is, did someone know that this was coming? Yeah, there's levels to criminal behavior, and virus is a criminal. So you can always go to the options cooking lab and take a look at virus's post on INTC before the news actually came out. So he was waiting for this, waiting, yeah, waiting. Right to jail. Do not pass go. Unbelievable. So that was amazing. If you listen to virus, and again, this is, I always say this, like, just because you go to the options cooking lab doesn't mean you have to play with options, right? You can simply just look at some of these stocks they're playing with, and like buy shares as well, right? INTC was at, the entire time that thing was chilling in the 20s, right? And now it's in the 30s. That potentially becomes a really a really good long term investment, doesn't it? Right. So if you bought that thing at the bottoms, congratulations, right? Now you have a lot of resistance around 33 cents, but we'll see how it performs once the market actually opens. Pizza, you have no hope. MCK, that's a really nice gain. You guys see what I have to deal with every morning, like right away in the morning, right away, right away, guys. You know. Anyways, LASE is still my favorite name going into the open, so nothing's really changed. But we really need to get that breakout, right? Uh, there we go. Good morning, this is Senior. Uh, and home now. Let's go. I did and told you guys when I was in Discord by joining. Finally, I finished work and home tomorrow. Let's go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good morning, Jericho. Hello, hello. Question for you guys going into the open. Let's ignore that question because we're way too close to the open. Let's open the markets, please. So again, for now, my favorite stock is LASE. You have resistance right around $4.10, so we need to break above that level. So just be mindful, we are at resistance. Just in case you want to see a dip scheme, right? Especially when you're sitting at resistance, just be careful. Cool. If you're in a position already, this is easier to manage, right? Easier to manage. We just need to go boom skis, is all. There we go. 410. Are we going to close above? 412. Back to 405. So we need to close above that resistance there, and we're not quite doing it yet, right? So surprise, surprise, no, not really. You can clearly see that it's resistance. So until we break above that level, we're not quite ready. BTC looks nice. The S&P is still looking suspicious. APVO, again, that supply zone needs to go, right? DVLT, you can see that double top we mentioned earlier at 53 cents. We're not quite breaking above that yet, so we need to if we want to cook. So look for support in the mid to low 40s there. AERT looks good too. We do need to break above that $1 resistance though. $1. So this one doesn't look bad, does it? Right? So you have a bit of support at 75 cents, resistance at $1. Something needs to give. So yeah, right? So the top two names for now, probably AERT and LASE, right? So we like this one a bit more though. We like this one a bit more. So let's see if we can let's go virus 400%. Oof, beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Beautiful. BREA. BREA. AERT looking good. Yeah. Look, retesting that resistance there. Yeah, BREA with the news going into the open there. Uh, Wall Street finds its soulmate. What does that even mean? Uh, oh, okay. I think they're just trying to be clever, just trying to be clever. Ross, we need to break above $1. So we hold $1, and then your next resistance is $1.15 to $1.20. Alrighty. And then LASE, like we said earlier, we either need to break and close above that resistance, or we need to dip. Right. So it looks like we're doing the dip part first. So the closer we get to 360, the better for this thing. Alrighty. So it's 360 versus $4.10. So we need to hold the bottom and break the top. And then you can see that we're sitting at the double top as well for AERT here. Right at the resistance. DVLT, guys, right? Mid 40s to low 40s, like we mentioned. So you can clearly see that resistance at the top, right? Don't be buying at resistance, especially into the open. You're just going to end up crying by the side of the road by yourself, naked, right? So now, though, let's see if we can find a way to consolidate and start curling up this bottom. If not, let it go to the abyss. Cool. APVO, kind of the same thing, right? Lots of resistance up there. It just doesn't have the volume to do it yet. AERT still trying to break above that dollar and actually close above. Orbs, ORBS with the pop there. That was the Octo Stock. Octo Stock. So again, the top two names are still this one and this one. Alrighty, nothing's really changed there. Nothing's really changed. And it really is pretty early in the morning though, right? So INTC is looking dipsky. People are taking some gains into the open, but it's holding that 200 EMA. So as long as you stay above $30, it should be okay. BTC looks really nice still. And we're still trying to close above this $1 here. $1. You can do it. So BREA again had really good news. So I'm gonna pull that up right after we're done with with this one cooking. So $1.15 is our next little resistance there. And the high is $1.11 for now. Again, LASE, right? Two favorite names. This one's doing a good job of holding the VWAP. Obviously, we have that resistance up there that we need to break above. So that thing needs to get moving. Otherwise, they're going to end up slapping it. Alrighty. So for now, the one that's actually breaking out is AERT. $1.12. Are we halted up? Yeah, we're halted up. So AERT is halted up. Beautiful. 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 I again, I'm not a fan of these halts that halt right below resistance. Really not a fan of them because most of the time when we halt up like that, we end up getting in trouble. But hopefully this one's different. Hopefully this one is different. And it looks like LASE is still, playing with that VWAP at the bottom there. Yeah. Pizza, why do I feel like you're Pizza is trying to roast me, guys? I'm just gonna ignore him. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Can you buy into a halt? um, I mean, you can buy into a halt when it's about to halt. but the halt, no. No. 100%. I mean, we're already at 97.3. So Jose, we're right there. We're right there. And looks like we're getting closer and closer to that 60 level, right? So we mentioned the two levels, right? It's 360 for LASE versus $4.20. I wonder if we're gonna just play with 360 or if we want to go all the way down to 330-ish. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. So again, for now, this was the first level we were looking for, right? So this first range here, right? So let's see if we can hold that. Alrighty. If not, then we look for the 330 to 340. And then we'll take a look at BREA when it gets unhalted with the new stem. So those would be the two levels to watch for now. And then let me pull up a BREA. And this one's halted with that Solana news. Halted with the Solana news. The bids are insane. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if those bids actually come through. At $16, cool. I'll take a look in a second. I'll take a look. Give these names a second here for the chaos. 4023. So both of those, so BREA and AERT both halted up here. Both halted. $14. My goodness. So again, we're watching LASE to see if that thing can find a base closer to 360 here. If it can, that'd be a good thing for pushback up. And then BREA with the halt. Yeah. BREA with the halts. Yeah, BMNR was a really nice dip buy. Ava, what's your question for AERT? We're just waiting for it to unhalt, and it's unhalted. Right. See, this is my problem with these halts, right? I really don't like when a stock halts at resistance because I think it's going to be suspicious. And that's exactly what's happened here. But let's see if it can stay above $1. Alrighty, so it's nice when a stock halts on the way up, but you kind of don't want it to be halting when it's about to break below above resistance. Here we go. So this is looking better now. Looking better. So you just be mindful though. We put that line there, right? So $1.15 to $1.20, always a bit of an issue. So we need to close above that level. Alrighty, that's your next resistance. So just be mindful. Good morning, chef. Good morning. And BREA still halted here. LASE is still looking for that consolidation, holding for now, so that's not too bad. And then AERT. RR. Okay, can we break out? Or are we just gonna keep failing? This is one of those spots though, like when you see stuff like that and you know there's resistance, you probably start scaling out or you move your stop loss up. Right? You definitely shouldn't be buying at resistance. Definitely shouldn't be buying at resistance. Right? INTC is testing $30 again, so hopefully it stays above that level. Let me take a look at Rich Tech. This one? This one, there's a lot of volume there, but it still looks suspicious. It just feels suspicious for some reason. Not sure why. It feels suspicious. Again, there goes LASE, right? Holding the bottom there, so that's good. Right, so closer to that 360 is holding, so that is a good thing. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to have the follow through. The follow through is missing. Right, so again, we know that 360 is a bit of a base. Just needs the volume to come through. BMNR again. This name was such a nice dip buy. Such a nice dip buy. Such a nice dip buy in the 30s. Such a nice dip buy. So congratulations if you did. And then AERT doesn't look like it's quite done yet, does it? Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. Friday. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, sounds good. Bonjour, Savoir. Bonjour. You were up cooking earlier? I saw. Yeah, I saw. Well done. Love it. That's a longer haul than BREA here, isn't it? Where's Azul? Azul is in the chat, I think. Yeah, BMNR looks nice. Very, very nice. So we're really trying to hold that base there for LASE, right? Really, really trying to hold the base. For some reason, it's just lacking the follow through. But that's a really nice base that it's forming here, though, isn't it? A really nice base. All about the base. Yeah, those bits are those bits are moving up still for BREA. Okay. Good morning, Ghost. Ghost Joe. We're gonna need LASE to actually give us a candle that closes above the 9 there or something. And then AERT again, just holding $1 for now, but we really need that thing back above $1.20, or at least curling back to the upside. ADAP. ADAP. My goodness, how long do they want to hold this stock for? Yep. Let me pull that one up. Orps. That's a nice little push, isn't it? Yeah, that actually does look good. It looks very good. See, again, I wish they'd never changed the name because I think this would have been more exciting, you know? Just the history of it. Just the history of it would have been nice. So we're holding a dollar here. We're retesting the 360 here for LASE, right? So like I said, we need that curl. We need that candle back above the 9 to be confident with this one, right? But it is trying to hold that 360 level we mentioned. So our favorite name turned into, sideways price action. But again, for now, it's still really early and it's still holding that 360. And then so those are still for now without ORBS. Those are probably still the top favorite names. ARET, AERT, right? Still looking okay, and then LASE still needs to give us the push, and then BREA is probably going to show up and take up all the volume. Righty, so again, we are holding that 360 level for LASE. It just needs that follow through. Needs to follow through. Like we bounce a little bit and then we're back in the same range. We bounce, then we're back in the same range. So yes, we know this level is good support, but where's the violence? Where's the violence, guys? Come on, Peter. Greetings, brand. Greetings. So here goes $1.10 again. $1.11. So we just seem to be going back and forth, right? And then LASE, same, right? Just going back and forth as well here. Back and forth. Dang, that is a really long halt. $17.50 now for BREA. Okay. Very, very long halt. Very, very long halt. There we go. Orbs is still looking really good here though. And then here we go retesting the top of the range, right? Retesting the top of that range for AERT. So that 120 still needs to be broken. $1.20. Let's see. And we're failing again at the same resistance. Dan, good. About time. About time. So yeah, look at that, right? So again, sometimes you just take the gains at resistance, guys. You see resistance, you take the monies and you move on, right? And then we're still playing games here with LASE, right? So we're trying to bounce here now. trying to. So hopefully we actually start cooking. Trying. Come on, LASC. You can do it. You can do it. Do it for Sunny on LAFC. 375 going once. This is the resistance though with the 50 and the there we go. There we go. Boom skis. Boom skis. Boom skis. There we go. That 360 level was no match for the hot trades monies, you know? Hot trades monies. Hat trick for see, we just had to say Sunny. That's it. And the stock was like, oh, Sun's so nice. Sun's so nice. Um yeah, look at that candle though. This is why sometimes I don't like these massive green candles, is they come with a lot of violence. What's NQ? Peter, you should try it. You should try it, you know? You should try it. You should try it. There we go. Damn, BREA is yeah. That's a long hold. Someone always knows, Pablo. And then AERT is just doing the same thing in the same range, up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's kind of a yeah. Has been drinking heavily. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go. Same scalpies. Same scalpies, D. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Again, that 360 level was nice, right? We know that level is important. We need the candles to close above above that 375. Then I think we might, we might be able to push more. So here we go again, 380. Come on, reclaim the crown of being our favorite stock, LASC. You can do it. You can do it. 382 going once, going twice, and sold to Peter. Actually, I shouldn't have said Peter. Okay, let's say somebody else. Let's say Dan instead. Come on, break above 382 for Dan. And that thinks I don't like Dan either. Let's say Virus. Break above 382 for Virus. That thing says I definitely don't like Virus. Unbelievable. Break above 382 for Josh. Do it for Josh. That thing said for Josh? Maybe. 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 It will crash for me. Yep, exactly. That thing said, you know what? Josh is kind of suspicious too, you know? Come on. Ah, unbelievable. Yeah, that's a pretty nice exit. That's a good scalp, especially if it's stalling there like that. Yeah, that's a really good scalp. Do for pizza. Nope. Ah. Let's go. Yeah, so that 380 is a bit of a problem up there. That's the third candle now sitting there. The 360 is holding, but we can't seem to break out. Good scalp though, right? So the 360s to the 380s, not bad. Yeah. Austin? Yeah, just be careful though. Be careful. Be careful, please. Alrighty. So it depends the way we get there. Alrighty. So just make sure you have a good plan. Cool. Just be careful. Make sure you have a good stop loss. Because if we don't hold this 360, we're going back to the other level we were watching, right? The other bottom here. So it looks like it's holding again. That 360 is like a magic level, isn't it? The magic level. Do, 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 do. Yeah, exactly. Virus at the 200. Yeah, exactly. So those are the two levels. So we hold this level, we don't see the 200. We break this level, we see the 200. So it depends. Well done, Jason. Good little scalpy. Right. I mean, this thing hasn't been bad for a scalp, right? If you were patient enough, not bad for a scalpy. So let's see if we can continue to hold that level. Would have been nice if we broke out, and stop dealing with this rubbish. Virus, why? Same thing with AERT, like same levels there, right? We're just going sideways. BREA is still halted. I don't know what they're waiting for. 27 minutes into the halt, yeah, like I don't know what they're waiting for. They're waiting for the hype to die down. So it's a very long halt. Good news, long halt. The S&P with a bit of a bounce there, so it is nice that we're sitting above 660 at least. Maybe that was just a retest. BTC fell with the markets at the open, which is interesting, but still holding 117, so that's nice. Josh, I wish they gave you that money sooner. Unbelievable. Okay, back to LASE here. Like a penny stock. Short squeeze, Chris. So the mid to low 40s, right, for DVLT. Yeah, as long as we hold about 40 cents, because that thing looks very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. One of these names needs to give us a breakout. One of them needs to give us that boomski. One of them. We need the boomski. One of them needs to give us the boomski. Right? Is it gonna be this one, or is it gonna be LASC? LASC is looking a bit right, that volume is really drying up. Yeah. Ridiculous. This is what happens when you get that VWAP below above the price action. It becomes a bit annoying. Becomes very annoying. Very annoying. Uh, good, Josh. Is no little fish. She deserves the best. Yep. Yeah. Roast them, please. Roast them. Yeah, that's ridiculous. ESST. Yep. Especially with BTC going up. Especially with BTC going up. And these stocks just want to go sideways or what? I mean, if we're just gonna sit here, we might as well go back and test the 200 for LASC. You know? Yeah. Because at that point, we're just playing games. Just playing games. Playing games on games. And there goes, right? So as soon as you go below that level, you have a bit of a problem. Depending on where that candle decides to close, unless this is a liquidity candle, which I kind of don't think it is, but so that thing is looking like we want to go back and test the bottom of the range. But that was a nice scalpy though, right? So and sometimes you just have to take those gains, right? 360 to 380, little scalpy. Let's move on, right? And then see what happens from there. Well, at the very least, you always want to make sure you stay green once you're green. Stay green. Once you go green, you don't go back. Na 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 na. Atlas. Bilal, it really is annoying. Like it's holding a dollar, that's fine, but right, like what are we doing? Both of these stocks are annoying. LASE and AERT, both annoying. You know one of them is gonna run, right? But they just want to be annoying. Yeah, if that thing breaks below dollar, George, you better run because you're gonna become the buyer. Both annoying. D, that was the perfect scalp though. Good job. I'm very proud of that scalp. Let's go, Jared. Jared upgraded to legends. Welcome to the community, Jared. I think you have the link already, right? So just go to the Getting Started channel and follow the steps in there. Let me know if you need the link, please. Alrighty. Alrighty. Welcome. On Fin isn't showing on Finviz. I wonder why. Maybe it's because they want to pump it. Welcome. What do you think about PC? What's PC? Like your computer? Personal computer? October is on. Pump the markets, please. Pump it, Josh. Yeah, pump it. The virus is just staring at MU. Stop looking at it, virus. Stop looking. Stop looking, please. Natalia. Let's go. Well done. Yeah, the bits keep moving up for BREA, but my goodness, that's a pretty long halt. A very long halt. Yeah, George, I don't like when a stock has big orders sitting there like that. Because in my experience, they always break. Always. Like it always goes below that level or above that level. You need the link? Okay. So, um, Jared, click this link at the bottom of the chat and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel, okay? If you're not sure what to do, just watch the very last video in the Getting Started. It's going to walk you through everything. Either way, watch that video. It's going to walk you through everything, please. BTC is looking nice. SPY is looking nicer. Recovering those the slap into the open, which is nice. Question for you guys in the chat, just an S&P question. Where do you guys think we get to by end of the year? End of the year target for SPY. End of the year. Damn. This has been a really long halt. 690, 704, 7,000. 815. 815. 733 by Christmas. 470. Oh, 470. 689. Yeah. Either way, boomskis. 580, pizza. You have no hope. Ah. Yeah, Laura looks good. Consulting stock. That looks good. $3. I know, right, Josh? Like, come on now. Peter says I want in. Peter had these beautiful calls, so SPY, beautiful calls. Sheesh, if you kept those things, Peter, my goodness. You could buy the racetrack, at in Vegas. Ah, yeah, no, this is done. This is done really well. Um, it's done really, really well. It goes at 314. Cooking 320. Cooking. Into the monies. Yeah. Those are 65s, Josh. Those 10 665s. Especially with a gap up like that. You can get rid of them almost. Virus? Sorry. I know. Yep. Yeah, Jason, I don't know why your broker's like that. Um, I think this is why we need multiple brokers. Again, so LASC, right? We had that 360, we still have that 200 EMA. So this one isn't, we're not really writing this one off yet. Still on watch as the day progresses here. We'll just have to wait and see. $2 away from the monies, Josh. $2 away. ORBS doesn't look bad, right? Even though the volume's 3 million, it still looks like it needs more volume for the breakout. But yeah, not bad. I think everyone's waiting for BREA. Potentially, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they're waiting for this before the money rotates to other things, right? Yeah. Because that one's guaranteed to gap up. So everybody's like, okay, let me wait. NFE Raven, you're in at 212. Okay. Monies, I like it. Your entry is actually quite perfect, as you can see. Right. So retest of the demand zone there. Beautiful. I'm not quite sure what the daily looks like on this one. It looks like you're pushing for actually it did push for that resistance this morning, Raven, or yesterday, right? So this little resistance here, right? So yeah, all the way from the left hand side right there, all the way across. So that's why that level seems to be a problem. So 270, 280 there, right? Obviously, we're not quite there yet. I think the reason why you're getting a supply zone on a smaller time frame is because you have all of these smaller candles here on the daily failing below that level as well. So I really like your entry, Raven. You can see that there's a lot more room to the upside, right? But then there are other smaller levels in between just because of what the candles have done on the daily. So for now, your next resistance is 240. If you can break above 240, then it's 250 and then that high. So for now, it looks really good. Maybe just look for some higher lows and stay green, obviously. You know, stay green, and then higher lows. Them spies cooking there. Cooking spy. Cooking. Damn, Bree. What are you waiting for? Bree's holding up the markets. You're welcome, Raven. Yeah, there goes that 240 test. How come you never give me that type of analysis? ah, Peter? I don't know. I don't know. Peter analysis is Peter. Congratulations, you played yourself. There goes that 242, 243 Raven. This is looking nice. Yeah, looking very nice. That was a really good entry. A very good entry. Very good entry. Yeah, look at AERT, right? Like as soon as that thing goes below dollar, meh, right? There's nothing to see there for now, right? And again, reminder to always take gains at resistance, or at the very least move your stop loss up or scale out, right? You don't have to sell the entire position, but you should always consider scaling out at resistance, right? Please. No baggies. No bags, please. Yep, GPUS. Pizza, I'll give you some advice in Call of Duty though. Uh, NFE is looking really good. Again, Raven, there's a lot more room to the upside, right? So hopefully it keeps pushing up. Just keep moving the stop loss up. NFE. Orbs is trying to go back for that double top there, so it would be nice if it broke above. Right? We could almost just leave the line at the actual top there, even though it shouldn't be there, but even though it shouldn't be there. uh, Pizza. I should practice using a sniper so I can finish pizza. Should practice that. Okay. Here comes ORBS. ORBS. Here we go. So we're testing that double top now for ORBS. There goes 1488. Anybody holding ORBS? Anybody? There goes $15. $15. Lisa, criminal. Love it, Lisa. Well done. The only question I have for you, Lisa, is that gold membership paid for? Is that membership paid for itself after your 1-on-1? There goes $15 breaks. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. It is. Love it. Love it. Keep cooking, Lisa. Keep cooking. We need more monies, please. We need win Lambo monies. Oh, Dustin. APVO cures cancer and nobody cares because Kathy would invest at 300 million into BREA to buy Solana. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like, I don't really care for the news if the stock isn't performing. Like, a stock could cure cancer and nobody cares, right? So, yep. Come on, pizza. Lisa, pizza is not happy because of the way I finished him in Call of Duty. Yeah. There is that test, right, for LASE. There's that test, right? So closer to that 200 EMA, right? So now LT, can we hold above, right? That was the other level we were looking for, right? So one scalpy of the other level and then the next scalpy of the other level. Yeah. Don't forget to smash a like, guys. If we haven't already, please and thank you. I would really appreciate that. take a second and smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to come join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there. Dang it, virus. Click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots already, and come join us in Discord. Cool? Cool. And NFE is still looking good, Raven. And so here comes a test of 250, and then 250, and then you're looking for, I mean, probably not going to get there smoothly, but that's the direction you'd be looking at. The S&P is almost back to 664. Beautiful. 664. $664. And here comes 60. Yep. So we hit the other level and then popped, right? Hit the other level and then pop. Yeah, it looks like we're failing at 250 for now, though, Raven, right? So clearly that was the next level, right? So we need to clear that level for the next wave of the boom skis. The next wave. Damn, SPY. Can you imagine holding puts, guys, and you wake up today? Shut the computer down. How is Apple red today is my only question. How is that red? How is Apple red, guys? Craziness, huh? How is Apple red? BTC just broke above that double top. So that's a good start. Virus. Can we replace, Apple in the S&P 500 with BMNR or something? There it goes. Josh, you're $1 away from being in the money. $1 away. $1. Yes, sir. And there goes LASE again, bouncing up that bottom. This thing has really lacked follow through, so maybe up to 200, it might have some follow through. Maybe. There's scalps all over the place, but everything, there isn't like a clear stock that's just gonna cook, is there? Right? Let's see. $225, $250. Let's go. Let me take a look. APVO. Yeah, that was a nasty dip from the open, wasn't it? That supply zone straight down to the demand zone, and then a bit of a curl there. That was actually quite nice, Yogi. Right, nothing in the red zone, everything in the green zone. And again, if you watched the consolidation class from last Friday, there was only one time you could have got into this position, right? And green. In and green. That was a good scalp, Yogi. Well done. Do they just want to hold this thing till the market closes? Hold till the market closes. You saw it, Slaps? Did you take it? Hopefully you took it. There we go. And then a good exit as well. I mean, GPUS is slowly creeping up there, you know. Not that it's something that we want to be paying a lot of attention to, but it does look really good. Looks really, really, really good. That's some, yeah. You just have to be aware though that, like, you know, some scams could potentially come here. La, 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 la. Yeah. CDLX halted up. Halted up. Okay. 38 cents. Yes. I like it, Raven. Yeah, that's a good entry. That is a good entry. Again, we're still holding that bottom there for LASE, so it would be nice if that thing could pop there, right? Would be nice. If that thing could finally do something productive for the first time. But we shall see. Super, super slow. Can you take a look at NFE? I just looked at this not too long ago, Kopeta. What's your position here? 250 is your resistance, so you need to break above that. Let me know. Yeah, that's a really good scalp, Raven. Yeah, 55 cents. A very good scalp. You're done for the day? Yeah, today is slower, isn't it? For now, at least. There's still opportunities, there's still scalpies, but it is a bit slower. Here we go, 364. All right, so we're trying to curl there. Entry bull. I don't even know what to say to your question. Wow. Dan, should you be eating that? Here we go, 367. Should you be eating that? Unbelievable. Dan's eating donuts, guys. Here we go, 370. Boom skis. Come on now. Get above that 370. Yeah, now that supply zone is there, I think that's also going to be a problem. And the last of your winterization will be complete. To be back to work full time, let's go, Josh. Yeah. Easy, trendy, uppy market for you to just cook and do other work. I like it. I like it. SPY is obviously hitting brand new all-time highs, guys. Bitcoin is almost back to 118. Josh is having a good day. Having a good day. All-time highs for the S&P. All-time highs. Whew. All-time highs. Beautiful. Beautiful. LASE? Yep, finally. Did you stay in that position up the bottom there? Now it can go. uh, well, if that thing can get above 370, then yeah, we need some boom skis. That was a really good exit, by the way, Yogi. Really good exit, because if you didn't sell that position in the 250s, oof, all the way back down again. That has to be one of the more frustrating things in the market is when you don't sell and it goes back down. Is SPY the Google's company, Mike? It's 500 of the top companies. So Google and the other five and the rest of them. Alisa, yeah, that's why Yogi has been doing this, since 19 BC. Anyways, you know how Peter was wearing those slides and crossing the Red Sea? Yep, Yogi was wearing those same slides too. When that's how long he's been trading for. Yeah. Those air Bethlehems. Yeah, these ones call them Air Moses. Yeah, Yogi was wearing these ones too. The first Nikes. Yeah, before Air Jordan, there was Air Moses. Flying over the yeah. There you go. He's not lying. Nope. Ah, love it. Yes, yes, yes. That's why Yogi can sell these, the Bethlehem cruisers. Oh, amazing. Ghost Buster Joe, welcome to the community, Joe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat. So click that invite and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Welcome. Would never wear shoes made by slaves. uh, those ones those ones were like brought from the sky, Josh. No one made those. Those came from only special people could wear them. Right? Yeah. You like it here, Mike? Welcome to the community. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. We like to have fun and we like to make monies. So yeah. Yes. Here goes a GPUS testing 58 cents again. So it looks like it wants to, and it's breaking out. Right. Obviously the candle hasn't closed yet, but it's looking good. LASE, guys, if that thing could just break out and start pushing, that would be nice. But at the very least, though, the two levels we were looking for that 200 EMA, which obviously creeped up. So then you had to catch a higher level, and then the previous level, which also had a bounce. So not bad, right? So little scalpies on LASE, right? So not bad at all. NFE, you can see that 250 resistance, which you're going back up to retest. So that's nice. And yeah, the S&P is just hitting highs on highs. So it looks like we're going for 1% for the day. 1%. Tell me to buy MU puts. Don't buy MU puts, please. Not in this market, because MU is a beast. My good, look at this damn thing, guys. Look at this. Look at that. This is why. Look at that. Like, look at that. These are daily candles, by the way. So every day it's boom skis. Interest rates, no interest rates, boom skis. Damn. My goodness, virus. Is that all-time highs? Looks like it, huh? Yup. I mean, virus, buy puts. Buy puts. Cut those puts if we break above 170 and close above 170, though. Yeah. Virus was spamming this in Discord below $100. right? All of these lines you see here is because of virus. Virus, like, look again, please, look again, look at that, right? We've gone from the 80s to the hundreds to 169 for MU. Beast. So virus, yeah, do it. If we break above 170 though, run. Not sure why you quit, Yogi. Yeah, what's a beautiful run. GPUS, brand new highs of the day. So that looks nice. That looks nice. That looks very, very nice. And guess what, guys? LASE is looking better as well. So that looks good. So we're back to retesting the VWAP here in the 370s. So but that VWAP is going to be a problem, so it needs to break above that. Good job on that, Scalp Raven. Good jobs. Yeah, virus, or maybe just try one put, Do the whole scale in. That thing's gonna have a dip ski soon. So virus, do it. Next thing you know, we're sitting at 200. Do it. You know what's crazy is listen to this headline. Mullen Innovation receives $1 million for vehicles sold in 2025. Company continues sales momentum and improves cash flow. And then Mullen also announces a split effective September 22nd. A 250 split. Ah, oh my days. $1 million, yeah? Where did they sell the vehicles? Have we ever seen a Mullen vehicle on the road? No. Damn, look at MU. That thing just hit brand new all-time highs again. How did they get I don't know how they're getting away with it, honestly. I don't know. Right? The ticker symbol is Beanie, so they obviously changed the name to Beanie, right? I don't get how they're getting away with it, but somehow they are. Like, look at this, guys. Look at this. It's lows on low. Like, every day you wake up is a bad day if you're holding Mullen. Every day is a bad day. There's no sunshine, just rain and snow and thunderstorms. Every day. Even when you see green, you know bad days are coming next. My goodness. Like, look at that. I mean, with the name like Beanie, we should have known, because it belongs in the bin. Yeah. I don't know how the stock hasn't been delisted. I don't get it. I don't get how they haven't delisted it. They do a split every few months. Like, look at the bottom here, guys. Oh, the yellow S you see at the bottom, that's a split. So the last split was in August. Like, these guys just did a split in August. And now they're doing another split the next month. And they did a split in June. And then did a split in April. And then did another split in February. How many splits? So that's split number 5. Number 6 is coming up this year. My goodness. Wow. And they're just getting away with it. Robert, crazy, huh? Crazy. Yeah. Anyways, for China and Canada, such a scam. We don't claim this one, Josh. This is not. This is an American company. Built in America. Bullish on Beanie. Ah, the funniest part though is is uh is look at the 52-week high, right? Look at that. Look at that, guys. 1.2 trillion is the 52-week high. So if you bought Mullen at the beginning of this year somewhere and you didn't sell it, congratulations. You bought at 1.2 trillion, right? Crazy. At least you can tell somebody like I was once a trillionaire, guys. I was once a trillionaire. I own Mullen. My entry is 1.2 trillion. Only if it goes back to break even. We're gonna be rich. Rich. Don't worry. As soon as they do the next split in next week, that number is gonna go from 1.2 trillion multiplied by 250 or whatever the ratio is, and it's gonna be ridiculous again. That's crazy. NFE is looking for that 250 break, so that looks nice. See if it can actually break and hold. It has to be Josh, right? More impressive than Mullen, it has to be. Has to be. I did a one-on-one once with someone that had $100,000 in Mullen, and I could not understand for the life of me why they were in it. I just couldn't understand. Hopefully, hopefully I roast them enough that they got rid of it. Hopefully I roast enough that they got rid of that trash. Should we buy the dip? There's no dip for Mullen. The dip keeps getting dipper. You know, you buy the dip and then the dip comes. You buy the dip and then the dippity dip comes, you know? There's more dips after that. Seriously, Patrick. You know what's crazy is the company CEO is getting paid millions of dollars every year, right? Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Do they care? Nope. So this is why we don't believe in these stocks, you know? Unless they've proven themselves over years and years and years that they can actually make money, then maybe, yeah, that's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of numbers, Raven. It's a lot of numbers. Craziness. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So this is why though we always say, hey guys, like please, 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 please use stop losses. Alrighty. Craziness. Is it running a little bit? Okay, let me take a look. A bit of a run. There you go. Next in line to hold SPY down. Next in line. AERT. Yeah, nice little consolidation there, which isn't bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. So 86 cents and then back to retesting $1. Not bad at all. LASE guys, we're just going back and forth. Obviously we still like the name because it's above the 200 EMA. So we keep coming back to look. It would be nice if that thing could actually start performing and stop playing games. Anybody still holding LASE? I'm sure we're gonna see a few yeses in the chat, right? So again, it looks okay. The 200 was nice. The VWAP is just annoying. So, yep. Pizza. Can I take a look at CDLX? What's your position, Savoie? Always let me know where your position is. Otherwise, tend not to look. Let me know though, like the actual question. There we go. Uh, what's the name of Damn, BREA's been halted for a long time. My goodness. One second. Let's go, Peter. I request a mod meeting at 2 a.m. Let's go, Peter. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now. 51 months. Virus, what was yours again? Yeah, the mod channel. Blaze had ones. Come on, Virus. Those memories are painful. Let's not go back there, please. Same 51. Let's go. Look at that, guys. My goodness. You know when you just start streaming and then you meet some useless goats and then they become close friends. Yeah, that's what this is. Let's go. Let's go. 51 more months of you know of cooking and friendship and thrusting and everything else. Let's go, guys. uh I Josh, yeah, that stuff is pretty annoying. My lease expires at 61. Sorry. Forever. Yeah. Pizza, thank you very much. Alrighty. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you. Let's go. CDLX, let me take a look and then I'll come back to this one. Yeah, that looks good. What's your position again? I think you might have answered. Savoie. Maybe not. But it does look good though. It does look good. 76 cents. Yup. CDLX. What's it? What again? Yeah, Savoie. Let me know. What's your entry again on this one? There we go. Am I holding any long-term stocks? Yeah, a whole bunch. A whole bunch. A whole bunch. 1 second. Holdings. There we go. You're just bored? Let's do some fun stuff. Let's go. Josh wants to do some giveaways, guys. Some giveaways. Okay, let me take a look at Rumble. Then let's do some giveaways. Rumble. Josh wants to do some giveaways, guys. Let's do a good giveaway. Let's do it. Let's go, Josh. Let's do it. What do you want to do, Josh? Just what do you feel like doing? First green day bouncing off the 200 EMA. Beautiful. Maybe that's the beginning, especially with BTC looking good. Maybe that's the beginning of the push. Backup says, please, can I get it, please? Please. Yeah. Give away BREA shares from $8. I know, right, Hurricane? That would be nice. Can you imagine? Imagine if we could. Josh, any ideas? Or you just want me to run the bot? Interesting. Let's go. Let's do some algos. Let's do it. What else? Let's do some algos. Perfect. Okay, let me get the bot running. Yeah, I think part of that might just be because the markets are cooking so much, like long-term stuff. So then, yeah, you still have momentum stocks moving though, right? Like CDLX, LASE was nice in the morning. So we've had some good runs. You're just ORBS is really looking for that $15 level again. I'm gonna move this line a little bit higher just because we have a brand new double top there. A brand new double top cam. Ghost applications waiting. Okay. I'll take a look. I wonder why it's giving you an application though. I see you. There you go. Ghost, you're good to go. Good to go. ORBS looks nice. Nice little breakout. That was a really good dip, actually. Good dip to $13, then pop. Peter, I like the session in Discord. I like the idea of that. Gambling in the Vegas. A couple of one-on-ones for free. So we taste the sauce of and to use us promote. No. Pedro, unfortunately not. No. Yeah. No, the one-on-ones are not for giveaways. Those are sold out. So think about that, right? So I can't really do a giveaway for something not sold out. YouTube's. You know? There we go. 1560, 1570. Orb said, let me cook, please. You know what's interesting? Whenever Josh does a giveaway, the stocks always decide to cook. I think there's a madness, a method to the madness, something. However it's said. So now you're testing the $16. One BTC giveaway. Did you see my answer to the giveaway? Yeah. What's the difference, Walt? Monies, more monies, and education and community. Yeah. So the algo giveaway, Josh. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Okay. Yep, Pyro. Absolutely. Let's go, Josh. Love it. Okay, so the giveaway, guys, is gonna be for members only. Alrighty, members only. And we'll let this run for 5 minutes. And the hashtag is gonna be hashtag blessed. And run it. There we go. So members only. So you have to be a member to take part in the giveaway. Alrighty. And hashtag blessed. Why? Because Josh is blessed and blessing others. You know. Hashtag blessed. Let's go. Hashtag blessed. Again, you have to be a member. Pizza. You have to be a member. Alrighty. To enter that giveaway. In 2 minutes. Kindergarten in 5. Yes. LASE, like this thing is so frustrating. But as frustrating as this thing is, there have been opportunities. And I don't think anybody should be read on this name, right? Nobody should be read on this name. Whether you bought at $1.60, you had that opportunity to scalp. Even if you did, was still above $1.60, right? If you bought at the 200, easy monies. So LASE has been, annoying, but easy, 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 easy. I am blessed. Yeah, there you go. There goes the 72 again. 372. Uh, of the there we go. BREA is unhalted, guys. Yeah, BREA is unhalted. So that giveaway is still running. Yeah, there goes BREA. Sheesh, 1750. So these guys announced that they're buying a whole bunch of Solana. $300 million private placement was oversubscribed, and they're using those funds to buy some Solana. Right? Backed by Kathy Woods. So it's halted up again, BREA. Did anybody FOMO into this? Anybody FOMO? Yep. You like Kathy? Yeah, Virus, this is your lady. This is your woman crush. Yeah. So Virus, there you go. She's buying a well, I mean, the offering or is backed by Kathy Wood, so they can buy a whole bunch of Solana. So that's a lot of monies. It's a lot of monies. That volume is about to shift from 186K from this morning to millions. Let's pick the first winner for the giveaway, guys. So if you win, send Rob a DM. Alrighty, with your TradingView username, please. Cool. Are you ready? You ready, Josh? Drum roll, please. The first winner of the giveaway, as LASE is cooking here now too. I like it. If that thing could just go, that would be really nice. That would be really, really nice. It'd be really, really nice. Okay, so the first winner is not pizza. Mario. Where's Mario? Congratulations, Mario. There you go. Congratulations. Me. Let's go, Mario. So again, thank you very much, Josh. And let's pick more winners. Yes, Mario. Let's go. I am truly blessed. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Let's go. Way up. I feel blessed. Super Mario. Of course, Mario was going to win. We should have known. Okay, are you ready for another winner? Ready? Okay. So the next winner for the giveaway is drum roll, please. Yesenia. Let's go, Yesenia. Where's Yesenia? Yeah. See, I always figured that Yesenia was related to Pablo because they have the same last name. But Yesenia, Pablo is from the Dominican and Yesenia is from Puerto Rico. So same place as Rob. So we should have known Yesenia was gonna win. Cheating. Cheating is what's going on here. Where's Yesenia? My limit failed. Did your limit actually fail? At 16? Two small shares. Okay, okay. Yeah, for some reason we keep pushing up to this level and failing. So for LASE. Thank you. Let's go. So again, your TradingView username, send that over to Rob. Ready? Patrick, somebody new. So but yeah, that's halted up now at 1826. BREA, if you got into this, congratulations. And then let's hope that it can on halt and keep pushing higher above the 20s. Just be ready to exit the position though. Ready? Be ready to exit that position if you are yeah. Mm. Hmm. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Okay, you guys ready for another giveaway? Ready? Are you ready? Let's go, Josh. Let's go. Are you ready? Ready? Next winner. Next winner for the giveaway. Hashtag blessed. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I thought the giveaway shut down. The next winner is drum roll, please. No, that's a re-alert of the same one. The bot really likes Yesenia for some reason, but but we're gonna do it again. Ready? Okay. The winner is Joelle. Joelle. Where's Joelle? We call it Joelle, you know, Joelle, because it should be called Joelle. Some people call it Joel, but yeah. Let's go. Congratulations. I bid yesterday, so I got a nice discount buying in this morning during the short sell-off. Already up 2%. Let's go with all the new monies, Josh. All the new monies that came in. Is all the new monies in? Let's go. I'm here. No, these are members only. Other Joel. Let's go. Love it. Love it. Raven has been cooking in the in the bottom feeder channel, and that's that's what we knew Raven could do. Cook with the bottom feeds. Raven, love it. Um, there we go. A 50% raise in your dividends. Yeah, especially with a lot more monies, those dividends are gonna be so nice now, Josh. My goodness. Josh shouldn't be allowed in Vegas. Should not be allowed until like after a year, you know? He's not allowed to celebrate yet. Not allowed. Banned. Let's go. D 48 months. Woo. My goodness. A lot of our members have been here forever, which is amazing. 48 months. D has come a long way. You guys have no idea. Like no idea. You have no idea. Some of the conversations I've had with D, have been, you know what, like this isn't working. I'm gonna quit. I don't, I'm gonna quit. I can't do this. Right? Can't do this. And then my membership expired once, right? And then D came back and said, you know what? I'm gonna focus. No more diamond handing, no more bags, no more not using stop losses. It's always the simple stuff, isn't it? You know? And this entire year is all been cooking, just cooking, 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 cooking. Let's go, D. Keep cooking, please. Keep cooking. Panseared, what's your position for Oris? Let me know, and I'll take a look. What's your position for Oris? If you have a question, guys, help me out with your position, and I'll take a closer look, please. Alrighty. Sometimes I just don't know what the question is, and I don't want to look. You know. There goes the on hold, guys, for BREA. BREA is at 23 now. Damn. BREA is gone. Gone and halted up, right? So 22.73 halted up. Beautiful. Type yes in the chat if you're holding BREA. Type yes in the chat if you're holding this one. No, let's go, Josh. Those dips, April, March, any other point? Any dips? All the dips. Let's go, G. Yes. 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 How come Miss Tony and Mr. Tony are both in BREA? How come? What's going on? You can't get into fast enough. Yeah, you almost had to have that order like ready to go above the current bid for the first halt for it to get filled. Yeah. Andy, I'll pull it up so I don't forget. 1384 for your position pants here. Oris. Okay, let's take a look then. Oris. So you're in at 13, which is beautiful. 1380, 195,000 shares. Damn. You have a lot of shares. Obviously, you're sitting at a double top, but I don't think that's the end of the story because, yeah, this was a really nice bottom, right? That bottom close to 10 cents was beautiful. This daily chart, you posted this in the this was posted in the bottom feeder channel, right? So at the bottom here, right? So if you took that position, still looking okay, right? You're sitting at the double top on the 1 minute on the 1 minute time frame. Even though on the daily there's a lot more room on the upside, right? So you have a lot more room to 20 cents, right? Which is cool. But just the fact that you're sitting at the double top and you're approaching other supply zones, I would almost scale out as we go up pans here, like 10,000 shares at the time, right? Just secure the gains on the way up, 20,000, 50,000 at the time, something like that. Yeah. Something like that is what I would do. Lewis, yeah, it's halted at 22.73. BREA. DVLT 4250 is your entry. 4250. I don't know why I don't like your entry. Maybe I just don't like the stock. That thing being below the 200 EMA isn't something that I like, Andy. Right? Why do you guys keep doing this? Why do you keep doing this? How come every day I'm like, hey, I don't like stocks below the 200 EMA, but somehow when they crash below the 200 EMA, you buy them? How come? Anyways, for now, hopefully we bounce. If I was in this position, I would put a stop loss right below 38 cents and hope we don't get there. Alrighty? But that's about it, though. There's nothing else really you can do here. Cool? So if I was in a position, I'd put a stop loss right below 38 cents. Unless you don't want to go that low and then just move the stop loss up, but move the stop loss up regardless. Dang. Yeah, BREA cooked. My goodness. Cooked. Now on to the next on halt. So Kathy Woods with the Solana. Kathy Woods and Solana. What more do you need to go boom skis? I mean, that's a question for Virus, you know? That's a question for Virus. What more does Virus need? Nothing. Straight FOMO. You put an order in at 23.40. Do. We have more giveaways to do. Let's see what happens with the on hold though. Yeah. There we go. Totally better to ask than do not ask and then be unsure, you know? Yeah. We're gonna find out tonight. Kathy Woods bought a whole bunch of AMD. Where's Kathy Woods getting all this money from? Where's she getting all this money from is my question. ATCH. Okay. Glue to get in. Ivy, I'm not sure I understand your question. Help me. Okay. The company should do this in pre-market. Yeah. But this is better though. The halts are stupid. The halts are pretty stupid. Yeah. But we do need some boom skis, you know, when the market isn't open, you know. Position to get in glue. Ivy, you read your question, glue. Put yourself in my position, right? Put yourself in my position and ask yourself, like, if someone asked you those questions, would you understand? Right? It makes sense in your head though, because that's why I always tell you guys, like, clarify the question, because then I'm just asking questions, you know, follow-up questions. Right? Yeah. Like glue the stock or to get in. Yeah, let me know. Like glue. Let me know. $60. Okay. Before we on hold, are you ready for the next giveaway, Josh? Are you ready? Ready for the next winner? Drum roll, please. The next winner is Lewis. Lewis. Where's Lewis? Congratulations, Lewis. Congratulations. Where's Lewis? Is Lewis in the chat? Should I sell you in at 381? Okay, I'll take a look. Rich Tech, you're in at $3.81. I like that, Virus. Yeah. The answer is looking like it's a yes, isn't it? Double top at 450. Hmm. Sometimes you look at these dailies and let me look at that 30-minute, Virus. Yeah, you can clearly see that resistance there at 450, right? The double top. And again, that goes all the way back there, so it's that level is a bit of a problem. Um, hmm. This is the company that does the Adam robot virus. The company that like makes the robot to serve you food at the restaurants, serve your drinks at the bar. That's what these guys do. So if you go over to the website, we've looked at it a few times and it's pretty cool. Right? This is the company website, right? So you have things like this, right? Like just robots, right? That's the Adam robot serving drinks, right? And they have a whole bunch of that stuff, right? There's the server of the drinks and car dealerships. BREA is on halted, guys, and halted down. And look at that thing serving coffee. You pick your coffee, you pick your drink, and it just gives you your drink. Yeah, BREA is halted down at 2050. So yeah, pretty cool. And we're gonna move to that in the future. You hate robots. Yeah, BREA is halted down. So yeah. There we go. 1864. Huh, interesting. It's crazy how it's moving then. 1864. Seems like, yeah, a few of you guys got in at 1864 then. Virus. So yeah, from a technical point of view, the answer is yes. Um, we know we're going to be talking about this thing as time goes on, right? But yeah, trading robots. Yeah, I think that's the one thing that like retail is never going to get. Yeah, from one of those robots in Dubai, you did see. Yeah, stuff like that is here to stay. And those guys seem like they're the one of the main ones that we've seen. So yeah, all I gotta say is iRobot Will Smith tried to warn us. uh yeah, those things are gonna need to be regulated like at like a lot. But robots like that though, I don't think anybody's really scared of them, right? Like things that serve you coffee, bring your food, they don't look dangerous. It's the ones that that are like that look like humans, like babysitters and stuff like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Those are the ones. Those are the ones where you're like, what's going on? Jason, I mean, it could. It was a novel, but long time and didn't like to watch the robot. Prefer a live bartender, Elisa. Yeah, I think that they're gonna have problems with that because I still think people want to interact with humans at the bar and laugh. That's what humans are built to do. So when they start doing stuff like that, yeah, because everybody's looking for efficiency, right? The world is always moving towards efficiency. Like, how can we make things faster, better? That's what makes humans amazing. But that's also why people are depressed, because there's too much efficiency. You should be able to go somewhere and interact with humans. right? I was watching the Blue Zone. Has anybody seen the Blue Zone? Like, you know, where they do research and like how people live to 100 and live longer. One of the things at the very top was human interaction. You know, like can you interact with your neighbors? Can you walk around and interact with your family and stuff like that, right? So better than exercise, better than nutrition, better than anything. It was just like people, like, you know, feeling like you're like you can interact with somebody and like you're useful and stuff like that. Like you have stuff to live for, right? Whether that's family or friends or stuff like that. You know, you're not abandoned. So the more we move towards like robot and stuff like this, the more depression we're gonna have. You know, I don't think anybody cares about depression. All they care about is monies. They're like, come on, efficiency, come on, right? You need a babysitter? Go to work, please. So the robot babysitter can take care of your kids. And then your kids are gonna grow up, you know, and cause violence. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say. He was Giant virus. Oh my goodness. Over and yeah. The social media count? Not really. social media social media doesn't count as interaction, you know? Like when you're yeah. I mean, I think there's a degree to that though. There's a degree to that interaction, right? Like social media in the sense of like if you're scrolling in social media, like if you're just scrolling, watching TikTok and stuff like that, that doesn't count. But I think to a degree, like if you're having a conversation like you are, like in the chat like this, I think that counts. I think, right? Because then you know there's a response. There's like we're laughing, where you know like it's creating somewhat of a, you know, like an emotion, right? Because yeah, the happiness drug, you know. uh 2040 Mario. Okay, yeah. Let's see where that thing on halts at. Human interaction jobs are the only safe jobs from AI. JD, yeah, but even those they're trying to replace. You know, yeah, craziness. It'll be interesting to see where the world is at. You know, see where the world is at in like, you know, 10 years. In 10 years, yeah. Let's go. Come on, Tony. Come on. Tony became a GOAT VIP member on last weekend. A GOAT VIP Friday, Saturday, right? And then Tony and I had a one-on-one on Sunday afternoon, something like that. Sunday morning. And Tony's been cooking ever since. Cooking. Cooking. Virus? Okay, sounds good. All right. Cooking. That's a weekly goal? Yeah, cooking. Beautiful. Let's go. Well done, Tony. Keep cooking. And more monies, please. Telling you, if you're not a goat member and you're still struggling with entries and exits, you need to do yourself a favor and invest in yourself, or lose the monies in the markets. Okay. Patrick, to sometimes that's what it takes, you know. Sometimes that's what it takes. It takes you losing monies to say, you know what, let me invest in myself. Tony, Done for the day. Shut it down and enjoy the rest of the day. Alrighty. As a beginner, do you recommend trading only during market hours? No, JD. I think you just have to be disciplined if you play with after hours and pre-market, or you just need to have a really clear strategy and you need to keep the losses small. Like if you just have to be disciplined. Um, yeah, you just have to be disciplined. Like you have to have a max loss, a stop loss plan. Even though you can't set a stop loss, you have to be ready, right? If it's not working, get rid of it. 10 years. Let me take a look, Virus. Uh, I mean, Iris, you're not wrong. There we go. Not wrong. Craziness. What can you do? Nothing. Kyle says, "Is it better? Is it better for UK people to stay on UK stocks? As even when I'm green, I don't see sets of charges on for these." Kyle, no, absolutely not. Speaking of which, Tony's from the UK, right? A whole bunch of the chat is from the UK. So, Kyle, the answer is no, right? You might just have to find a different broker, right? That doesn't charge you fees or something like that. Maybe use Webull. I think Webull has some fees. Maybe use interactive brokers, right? Do look for a different broker. Talk to Tony or something. Um, Staying with UK stocks is not the way to go. UK stocks are stupid. Even UK stocks are listed on the American exchange, so that doesn't really help you, right? Unless you're looking for long-term plays, then that's fine. But yeah, BREA is on halted, guys, and pushed to brand new highs, 23.43. Yeah, 23.43. First alert in Discord before the PR was 907, $7.36. If you're not a member, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, guys? What are you waiting for? There goes BREA, almost $24 and halted up. Halted up 23. They're waiting to buy high and sell low. ah. So the alert came through before the news actually hit, right? Somebody knew this was coming and the alert came through. That's the beauty of the bot, right? So you're getting the alert at the bottom there. As the candles are starting to creep up, somebody knew this was coming. And then halt and then boom skis. From $7 to $24. Waiting to buy high and sell low. If you're not a member yet, guys, and you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and become a legend or above member. Come join us. Cool. Let's go. 15. So 200% and halted up. 200% and halted up. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding BREA. I bought at 24. Should I sell at 21 or over or lower? Maybe. It's up to you. Maybe. Yeah, well done, guys. So it's nice that it actually dipped and then pushed back higher and halted up. That's potentially a really good sign. Yeah, that's potentially a really good sign. Yeah. It's going to be scary because it's halting really quickly, so you have to be careful. No, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Just saving to get more than 1 month secured. Sounds good. Back off. Sounds good. With zero halts and some halts every few seconds, don't get the rules. The rules don't make sense. They're not always consistent, right? They're just not consistent with the halt rule. But so it is what it is. We just have to live with it. Anything left in the tank? Only if it can reclaim $15 and actually stay above it. LASE has been super annoying today, but the one good thing about this stock is you could have scalped the stock all day today for a few cents at a time. Anybody still scalping LASE? Where's Yogi and CM? Right? That's been the one good thing about the stock is just to continue scalpies. Scalp, scalp, scalp. SPY had a nice little dip and then recovered. Well, at least still recovering. BTC still holding 117, so that's really not a problem. And Virus RR is still failing at that 450. So waiting for BREA with the on halt. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Do, 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 do. Dang, Virus, what's with all these stocks you're holding? Damn. Virus has been venturing into all of these, with some really nice entries too. Really nice entries into all of these AI stocks. Virus, what happened? What happened? The thing is, your entries are all very nice. Uh, yeah, 490, like that's a pretty sweet entry, right? Double bottom, consolidating daily chart, boom skis. TikTok, damn Virus. Ah, unbelievable. I mean, the damn thing looks very good. There's nothing else I can really say. You have room to $7 easily. Read the damn chart yourself. It looks good though, Virus. It looks good. You might have like this little level on the left hand side, right? So this level here, this might impact it up when we go across, right? So below 650 there. So you maybe tend to scale out, but if that thing pushes above though, you have room. There's a lot more room to the upside. Do I like the company? Hmm. Breeze unhalted $23 by the way. Pop to 24 there. See if it can break out again. It looks like it wants to. And then we'll come back to BREA here. I want to see what that candle does. Um, Virus, these guys have had a lot of like really good deals with some of the big AI plays, right? We've talked about BBI quite a bit because this thing's had some crazy runs. Yeah, like every time it has a crazy run, they have some good news, and then it crashes because they do a stupid offering, and then it pumps again because of good news. So it looks good to me. Do I like the company? I think it's in the right space to get the vibes, Virus, but I would probably put a stop loss at 599. Just put a stop loss 599. Don't forget about the company. If it cooks, it cooks. If it doesn't cook, guess what? Get the hell out anyways. Right? So yeah, if you have a big position, take some of it and then put a stop loss on the rest. BBI is a Nancy Pelosi play. Oh, there you go. See, it's in the right space, right? Yeah, BREA is halted down, guys. 2066. So that supply zone up there is so the whole red zone, right, for BREA there. So and then halted down. Yeah, names like that you have to get in and out quick. Right? You have to get in and out quickly. You can't be getting into stuff like this and then staying in there and hoping for $50. No, in and out quick. Slaps, what's your question for BMNR? What's the question? Let me know. You did, Virus? Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe do that then. Maybe do that. Yeah. Austin, you too? Let's go. News. So Legend gives you access to Discord and most of the classes. Legend Pro gives you access to like better classes, like other classes. Alrighty. So I would do the Legend Pro if you could. If not, just do the Legend. But you're gonna be missing some classes when you watch those videos. Some are gonna say Legend Pro only. $9 CLSK. Yeah, CLSK, Mara, those names. Yeah. Two. Okay, are you guys ready for another giveaway? Let's go. Are you ready? Ready? Hashtag blessed. Are you ready? Josh cooking. Ready? Okay. The next winner for the Josh giveaway is drum roll, please. Christopher. Chris. Congratulations, Chris. Hashtag blessed. Let's go, Chris. Perfect. Yeah. Where's Chris? Hashtag blessed. Sean says, hook me up. Do you not have the algo, Sean? Do you not have the algo? You should. Congratulations, Chris. Can we maybe one of the Josh giveaways? Maybe we Josh pick a non. Let's go. There you go, Chris. Congratulations. Yeah, Sean is the algo. Yes. Josh, pick one of the non-members in the chat, maybe, and let's give them a month of yeah, a month of membership. Let's go. And then let's see what happens with the on halt. Anything else moving other than the names we're paying attention to? No, not really. Yeah. George, congratulations, George. There you go. Congratulations, George. Let's go. There goes BREA is actually doing a good job of holding $20. It's actually doing a really good job. If that thing breaks below 20, you might see $18. But yeah, nice little hold there. Where's George? George? Yeah, George is usually in the chat, spamming rubbish. Congratulations, George. Send me an email, include your Discord username, and I'll send you an invite. Okay. So thanks again, Josh. Thank you. It goes $23 again. Kathy Woods wants to pump the stock. Yeah, ADAP has done well too. Highs of the day. Penny stock though, but uh, there you go. 2480. Is it halted up again? Yeah, looks like BREA is halted up again. Doo-doo. 222%. BREA is halted up. Yeah, it's halted a lot. 2484. Yeah. No, 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 no. Let's go. You chicken out getting in at $20, Sean. It's actually done a really good job, which I'm impressed by. Yeah, really impressed by that $20 hold and another halt up. You're holding from 1864, that entry from the yeah. It's good though that it stayed above $20, so your stop loss is kind of easy. Uh, do we think it's going to keep going? For now, it looks like it wants to keep going. That might not mean that you just randomly FOMO though, right? Santiago, again, come join us in Discord. Where do we buy? That's a good question. $25. Okay. I got in at 20. It gave me a yeah. Okay, so you're in the position already. Then that's easy. Then just stay green. I just try and stay green. PGM, did you win a giveaway? Some of you guys have different usernames, so then it's difficult. 6%. Virus? Okay. Yeah. That thing has to dip at some point. So you would think 170 should be a pretty big level, but if it breaks above that, then other problems. LASE, guys, this thing is still here. Still giving scalpies. Little baby scalpies. Little baby scalpies. D hit twice the daily goal, hanging it up. No sense to risk rest of set of funds protecting your new money. Good, I like it. 1488 sold at 1525 now. FOMO again. 5 shares at 1852. Dang. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, that's your username. Okay. Uh, there you go. Mm, You sold that 22. Maybe you should have. Yeah, I know, right? Look at it now, $27. That candle spiked to 27.44, and then immediately back to the abyss. Craziness. Saints. I'll take a look at MSTR in a second. But yeah, stuff like this is unpredictable. It's always going to be a bit scary, you know. Um, so you just have to take the money's wherever you see fit. 15 got out at 20. Still happy. Door. Yeah, that's a beautiful entry. Beautiful entry. Beautiful exit. Come on, LASE guys. Are we? Is it time to cook now? Is it time for that thing to actually start moving, or is it just gonna keep playing the same games here? It looks like we're just playing the same games, huh? Here comes $25 again. And here comes 26, 27. Sheesh. Yeah, it's really volatile though. So again, just be careful. It is D. Yeah, you might have to. Might have to. Especially when you're doing well, you know, in the markets. Don't let them hold you down. Especially if you're getting the same paycheck from somebody else, you know? And it's like, okay, what do you guys want? Yeah, that's a really good run for Mara, actually. Really good run. Mara. So those BTC names are coming back to life. Back to life. Back to reality. $14 for the insurance. Yeah. Because you already make your daily goal daily. You're more than your paycheck in the market. And you've been consistent, so you're doing really well. So yeah, you could just be a May employee now. Paris, is this another name from TikTok? Another name from TikTok, huh? Lord have mercy. Okay, let's see what happens here at 26 because it looks like I think it's trying to pop again. Here it goes. Said, let me cook, please. Here comes 27. Here comes 27. Good job, Dustin. That's a good stop loss move there. Perfect. Yeah, for some reason it's having a hard time at 27. Adapt is looking really good still. ADAP looking really good. FOMO 1. Let's go, Sean. I'll take a look at KDP. And there goes a breakout. Trying to. And it's halted up 27.83. So Dustin, your entry is actually it's not halted. It's not halted. That was a glitch. Yeah, that was a glitch. Under the perfect. Perfect. That thing is actually moving up quite nicely now. You made $445. Can't complain. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, BREA. Finally, about the VWAP. That thing has work to do, George. Work to do. Work to do. There we go. Here comes $29. Foosball we just did to George. 29. 28.99. So now it's halted up. Beautiful. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding BREA. Yeah, type yes in the chat if you're still holding BREA. I know Dustin's holding. Joya says we're going to $50. Salad, yes. That thing is cooking. KB, yes. Flying. Flying. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. I would appreciate that. Take a second, smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah, let's get to 200 likes, guys. Smash a like. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat. And come join us. Let me take a look at KDP. Keurig? Like the coffee company, Josh? This one? Virus? Coffee. I mean, the chart already looks interesting. Huh. Already looks interesting above 2650. It doesn't look bad, does it? The chart is telling me that it doesn't look bad. In my head, I'm like, does this company actually do anything that's, you know? Do they actually do anything other than make coffee pots? Yeah, Virus, what are you thinking? Like calls? If you are, then just stay above 2650. That's not bad. If it keeps dropping like that, that's going to be a buyout target. Where was the high on this thing? Dang, that thing was a lot higher. $41. And then it's just been trending down. On pots? They're good? Okay. It's the for November? Okay. Yeah, it's a good spot. It's a good spot. And then LASE keeps failing at 380. So that double top supply zone. Scalpy. And then yeah, the stock for now is BREA, obviously. Saints, yeah, don't worry, I'll take a look. Take a look, ski. Okay. Let's take a look at MSTR. MSTR. This one's been doing some fishy business. Strategy. Obviously, it's going to be curling today because Bitcoin is looking really nice. But you can tell though, like all those offerings they've been doing, all the money raising they're doing, has clearly affected the stock, right? Because Bitcoin is done better than this. Like if you look at the BTC chart, it doesn't look like this, right? So, but that's a pretty sweet base there at 322, 320, right? I'm not sure what your position is, Saint, but that's a really good bottom. Um, your next resistance is closer to 355, 360, so you have more room to the upside. For now, I'd be looking for 360-ish for your next resistance. But to me, it looks good, especially if you got in closer to 320. Tony, good. 360, your entry is 500 shares at 360. Dang. You have 500 shares. 500 shares at 360, Saint. My goodness. Honestly, at this point, I would have just taken that money and bought some. I would have bought the Misty instead for some dividends. That's what I would have done. Yeah. At least you can pull something out of it. But for now, again, you look fine. You're not that far away from that 360 entry. It would have been better if you waited for some actual consolidation, but yeah, see if we can get back up there. No, for sure, right? Bitcoin is the new monies. It doesn't mean that MSTR is the new monies, right? So I agree, right? But MSTR is not Misty. Bitcoin is not MSTR, right? Even though they're buying a whole bunch, they're doing fishy business. Again, you can clearly tell by the way that the chart looks. As Bitcoin continues to cook, this thing will probably cook back up, right? So you should be fine. Yeah. Yep. Maybe once the supply goes kapoof, then MSTR will be like, see, well the goats breeze at $31, guys. Damn, breeze at 31, 31. And it's halted at 31, 31, 31, 35. Lisa, good job, good job, good job. You basically played a breakout, right? So yes, it is a strategy. You played a breakout, Lisa, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You played, so it wasn't just a random guess. You played a breakout there. And you might not think that it was, but you played the breakout. So right there, right? So basically a break above $24 and then boom skis. Right? So yeah, that worked perfectly. Do, 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 do. Yeah. That's what happens when you get a whole bunch of money to buy crypto, your stock goes boom skis. Especially on the day like when like nothing else is moving. I think they might have actually done a good job like waiting for the market to open because you avoid the chaos. All the other names we kind of moved on, right? And then something new shows up and there's no competition. Everybody's like, BREA, come on, let's go. you know? Let's see. Yeah, it's halted up again, Austin. At least the halts are no longer like, 1 hour long halts, Yeah, not just crypto. Solana, my favorite. Another one to try and get into the pre-IPO virus. They don't seem to be performing, I think, so that's going to be difficult. EBTC. Okay. I wonder what BREA will peak at. I think with a name like this, you just have to be aggressive with that stop loss and just keep moving it up. And when it hits, you move on. Right? Yeah. Looking for that peak is going to be it's a dangerous game. Dangerous game. I think my average for Solana is 120. Beautiful. 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 Easy. There we go. Lisa says, "Yay! Good job, Lisa." So again, you played the breakout, right? Not just a guess. So make sure you go back to the strategy and remember that that's actually a strategy, right? Okay. So good job. You're putting in $1,000 war. Okay. $1,000 pre-order. Okay, perfect. Send it. Look at laser go, guys. Laser is trying again now. Right, that 82 we kept asking for last time, we're retesting it again. Right, so again, this one's been easy scalp piece, right? Easy scalp piece. There we go, guys. Boom. Boom skis. There we go. Boom skis. Finally, it only took forever. Finally. See, we knew this one had some juice in it, right? We knew it had some juice in it. Let's go, Jameson. See, you joined the party. We cooked together, right? No such thing. Leave the mindset away. You join the party, we cook together, Jameson. We drag you if we have to, Okay. That's 410. That's that 410 level from earlier today as well. So yeah. And then 420. And then 420. Let's go. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding LASE. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding this one. Katie says yes. That's a nice boom ski there. CM, love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, so you can see that next resistance up there. So that's really not a surprise. Yeah. and the vaccine for anyone who that wants to write up to some monies. Yes, please. Yes, please. Jameson. No, this is what happens when hot trades monies, wants to yeah. Yeah, so we would need to close back above that 410 and then push for 420. And BREA is still halted up, guys. 31.35. So we're waiting for that on halt. The S&P is looking a bit suspicious. Bitcoin looks fine. And yeah. Yeah. 33. Open it, please. We're ready. Lisa? Yeah, see, that's what I mean, right? So the strategy would have worked perfectly there. So you might not have thought about it, but it was there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We're still playing with $4 here. LASE. Yeah. Just be aggressive with the stop loss. Aggressive with the stop loss, guys, because if that thing holds down, then you have a problem. You sold everything you have and did puts for INTC. Okay. Just make sure you don't lose your gains though, because you wanted to bet against. Yeah. Are we ready for a 10-minute on halt? We are ready. We are ready. Ready. And then we're still playing with $4 here, but it's looking good for LASE. So that isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. They might push it to 15. Oh, nope. There we go. We're about to give up on that 10-minute halt. Look at that. Oof. Gone, BREA. Gone. Gone, guys. $37, $38. Gone. Halted up. Halts up. 37.94. Halts up. My goodness. Shish. 37.94. Love it. Love it. $707, guys, is when that alert hit Discord before the news actually came out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dustin sitting at 65% gains. 65% gains. 65% gains, guys. If you're not a member, guys, if you're not a member, again, the alert came out at 7:07. So 9:07. 9:07 is when the first alert came through for BREA. So somebody knew this was coming, right? So and then boom skis. Boom skis for BREA. Boom skis. Yeah, cooking. Lisa is smiling, Dustin smiling, everybody's smiling. Can still withdraw. You're confused. What do you mean you can still withdraw? that's the problem, virus. A year from now, that thing's gonna be at $50. One of them. Coca Tonic. You sign up for the wrong level, so just upgrade to Legend or Legend Pro. Alrighty, so the sold out level doesn't the sold out level doesn't give you access to Discord. Alrighty, so if you want to join us in Discord, it has to be Legend. I'm thrusting. Clothing optional. Let's go. Well done. Congratulations. Yep. Beautiful, guys. Thanks a lot. I know. Don't worry, virus. You did the right thing. For now. For now. That level also says sold out, do not buy Coca Tonic, right? Legend or Legend Pro, those are the levels you're looking for. So upgrade one more time. That Kathy Wood's money was going to invest, Sammy? Maybe. Somebody always knows, Somebody always knows. Somebody always knows. Damn, BREA, my goodness. Do not buy. Says, but are you tempting me with a good time? Yep. Let's go, CM. Good scalpy. It still looks good to me. Right? Still looks really good to me. You just need to break above that 410 there. So we keep testing that level and failing. So it's really going to need to break above that level if it wants to run some more. Really going to need to break above that level. Yeah, we keep hitting that level and then backing off. So I just did it again, right? So it will need to break and hold. Maybe the volume will rotate at some point. Maybe. But that thing has work to do. Has work to do. That was a good scalp though, CM. Well done. A very, very good scalpy. Uh, uh yeah. So again, Coca, yeah, just upgrade to the legend level or above, and then you should be good to go. I'll send you a link, George. You send me an email. Send me an email. I think I see your email. That's your username. Okay. So I'm gonna send you a link. Click that link, and then you should show up to Discord, and then yeah, yeah. Click on that link I sent you in your email. Again, be aggressive with those stop losses, guys. For BREA, be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Amazing. Yeah. How an IPO should be, Joel. Because some of these IPOs have been rubbish, you know. Do, 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 do. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance up here for LASE. A lot of resistance. Um, 1220. Okay. Let's see if they actually the IPO's open. Gmail, NTSK, yeah, Netscope or something. Yep. I'll take a look at that in a second. Lon, I think so too. And Virus has been buying the Leaps virus on Bull. Leaps on Bull. Oh, they might extend it. They might do another 5 minutes. About to find out. Hate it but believe. Yeah. I think the only thing that's holding that stock back is it's not an American company virus. If there were, oof, cooking. Also, Robinhood just does, crazy things that those guys don't do. Oh, there we go. Bree says, thanks, guys. I'm gone now. And there goes another halt. Oh, my days. Whew. My goodness. So Breeze halted up again, everybody. 45.91 halts up. BREA is cooking. My goodness. Cooking. Woof. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding your BREA position. Again, if you're just moving those stop losses to the previous close, you're most likely in there and you're smiling because there's nothing to worry about, right? Cooking it. My goodness. Even if you FOMO, you still got rewarded. There's no point in really looking at, the like zooming out, honestly. There's really no point in doing that. I think for now you just have to manage it by being aggressive with those stop losses. We're sitting at 500%, guys. You know what's funny? We were asking for 500% yesterday, right? 500%. Yeah. And everything went crazy. Vala, why did you leave? Yeah, I think a lot of you guys FOMO now into a position, right? Alex, yeah. Yep. So just be ready to exit. Sold at 42. Well done, Bradley. Well done. Yep. Just don't get greedy, guys. Alrighty? Just don't get greedy. Please. Just don't get greedy with it. Wherever you sell, even if we keep pumping, that's okay. Just let it go. So even if we run without you. Money's yeah. Set a stop loss, yeah. With one split $54, maybe. Might as well just send it there, you know? So what's gonna happen is at some point we're gonna on halt and gap up hard, and then it's gonna drop, and then it's gonna halt down, and then the reversal is gonna start. So just be careful. This isn't my music, is it? No. See, we've listened to these songs so much that I mentally know when, you know. Yeah, that was a pretty sweet entry. 1864. Good job. Can you say that again? Say what? Like the halt? I'm happy with it. You missed a couple hundred, but saving some for my friends. Let's go, Bradley. Good job. Yeah, good job. OPI is recovering from the bottom, but meh. Right. So again, if you're not a member yet, you're missing out on this. You're missing out on Discord, because this. If you look at Discord, just search up BREA in Discord. Everybody's been spamming this thing since the morning. Right. As soon as that news came out, right, everybody's been spamming this. So again, if you're not a member, click that link at the bottom and come join us. Spam, 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 and it's been going. And then the beautiful breakout. And then continuation. Beautiful. Oh, Pablo, what happened? What happened? Would you say this last candle for BREA is a usual size? No, the candles are gonna be aggressive. Like the higher we go, the more aggressive the candles are gonna get on the way up and on the way down. So I think you just need to move that stop loss. Make sure that the stop loss isn't too far apart. You just have to be okay with like losing out on some gains. Because what happens sometimes is people will say, "Oh, my stop loss is at 35 or $40." But if that stock goes to 50 and then drops back to 40, definitely halt and then open at 35, and then you're kind of pissed, right? So just make sure that your stop loss is really tight. Uh, you told someone you would check the IPO. Come on. Unbelievable. So that IPO was Nightscope, guys, or something like that. It was on the list this morning. Netscope, right? A $19 IPO. And NTSK. Let's take a look. NTSK. IPOs really haven't been doing well. This one opened above that $19 level. It looks like we opened at 23, 22, and then popped to 24 and then came back down. So this doesn't look like anything else. There goes the on halts, guys. So 52.50, right? And halted down. 52.50 and halted down, right? So this is exactly what we just explained, right? It's gonna open and gap up, but then when it comes back down, it's gonna halt down, and then you have a problem. Right? So hopefully you took some gains on this. Matt, congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Let's go. Matt, come join us in Discord. Come join us. Come join us. Yeah, so you want to be careful. At some point, you just have to be okay and say, hey, like, I'm okay with missing out on some of the gains, right? Because one of these times it's going to open higher, because it always is, right? Open higher, but then when it drops, it's going to hold down. And then now you have a problem because what happens if we open below 40? Because that's what's going to happen now, right? So, again, hopefully you took some gains and you were aggressive with that. This is why my advice always is to put the stop loss right below the previous halt. Because if you put that stop loss at 45, it would have hit, right? And then you'd be out. Good jobs. Let's go, Daryl. Look at that. FOMO'd in BREA and made $900, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. From 18, Ryan, look at that, right? 7% trailing stop loss. It's like the 7% that Pablo keeps talking about is magic, isn't it? 7% trailing stop loss. Out at 40, 48, 48.84. Beautiful. That's actually pretty good. Giant, $1,000. Good job. Well done. Pablo. Uh, mm, let's go. Let's go. You guys are making weekly paychecks. Some people's weekly paychecks. Weekly paychecks in one trade, in less than an hour. I mean, it's been halted a damn long time. But congratulations, guys. Congratulations. So let's see what happens with the next on halt, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord already. So Josh, don't support this behavior, please. Don't support this behavior. Unbelievable. Okay. I knew it was. I knew I was in the right place. Yes, please. Yes, please. Uh-huh. Unbelievable. Mm, yeah. 43. I wonder if they actually unhalted right at that same price, Dustin. That would be good for anybody that hasn't, the stop loss hasn't hit yet. That would be perfect. Open above $40, at least maybe push back up, but at least stay above $40. That would be perfect. The danger with these things is sometimes they don't always do that. But this one actually has really good news, so maybe it's going to be different. Pablo? Yes, sure. Yes, yes. Um, there you go. 52. So the high for this thing was $53, 52.95. So right below that level that you mentioned, hurricanes. Right below. Right below. 500%. Whew. This time will be different. Hopefully. I mean, they do have good news, so yeah. But if that thing holds below $50, then below $40, then you start to see a bit of a problem. uh, mm, mm, um, hmm. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, exactly. 20, 25, 50, 30, 40s. Yeah, usually 20, 20, 20, 25, 30. And then you start to look for 40 and then 50. No, UCS. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Based on and the algo made money now. Still don't have much funds, but finally making some gains. Thank you. Let's go, Russ. Give me a high five. Well done. Right, you're putting in the work and you're seeing you're seeing the results, right? And it starts from small gains and then improves. So good job, good job, Coca. You're finally a member now. Finally, Coca. Finally. Welcome to the community. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat. So click that link and follow the steps in the getting started channel. Alrighty, welcome. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys. Free. Do, 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 do. Uh, do, 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 do. Can he not return there? There you go. Yeah. Pablo? Yeah. Go to Vegas, Pablo. Come on, give us the on halt. We're ready. We are ready. What's Spy doing? Spy's recovering again? Yeah, trying to. Good day today for the markets, though. Not a 1% day. Maybe we still get that at the end of the day. Maybe. That would be nice. Misty, MSTR looks good, guys, right? Slowly getting to that 360 level. Slowly, like a snail. But definitely looking better. MSTR. And then waiting for the on halt. There we go. Unhalted. Unhalted, guys. $40. Back to 42. See if that thing can stay above that 9 EMA. See if it can stay above. No, 45. That was actually a really nice retest of the 9. $49. So maybe just a bit of consolidation, honestly, about $40, and then we push back up again. That would be nice. But I think if you hold down one more time, then it's gonna start losing the vibes. uh, so let's see. uh, okay. Let's see. Where is? There you go. Pablo, take a look at DM in Discord. Yeah, it's getting a bit suspicious, isn't it? So that initial push, I think for now it just needs to consolidate. The push is always easier. People like to FOMO into the push. Do, 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 do. No, 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 no. First. It's looking good though. It's holding that 9. So as long as it stays above that 9, you should be okay. Looks like Paris. Allow 375. Okay. Yeah, I can see what you're looking at there. You're cheating a little bit, but green, right? There you go. Did you yeah, that was a really nice top to take some gains, wasn't it? That resistance has been here forever now. 410. Yeah, lock in some gains. So see if it stays above that 200 EMA again. Again. I watched the stream you did 4 years ago, still had the vibes. You know, Tony, the vibes don't leave, the vibes don't leave. Why? Because I like stocks a lot and I like the candles, you know? So the vibes definitely don't go anywhere. Yeah. No, 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 no. HTX trader, HTX. HTX trader. Are you a member? A hot trades trader. Huh. 4 years ago the vibes were different. Like thrusty vibes. uh, you just found the channel. Interesting that your name is HTX, because yeah, you belong here. You belong here. It was a sign. HTX, come join us in Discord already. Again, this thing was being talked about in Discord from the very beginning when the news came out. So from the sevens all the way to 52. So if you're not a member yet, now is more of a dangerous time to be getting in. Click the link at the bottom, become a legend or above member, come join us in Discord. Yeah. The Rockets, yeah. Let's go, Jameson. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah, so again, come join us in Discord. You got stopped out, Sean? Yeah, that's okay though. I think it's a bit more suspicious now. Uh, and it's halted down, right? So yeah, Sean, 22 to 42. Give me a high five. Well done. Let's go. Congratulations. I think now we start to look at this and we're like, this looks a bit suspicious now, right? Maybe later in the day it will cook again, but for now, yeah, just be a bit more careful, please and thank you. 5 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. So let me know if you have any last questions. I do have a one-on-one to do, so yeah. Uh, there you go, Santiago. Good job. Yeah, Bilal. Yeah, green is good. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, I mean that thing went from $8, right, to $53. So people were going to take some gains. You need to invite all of those guys here, Tony. Send them some screenshots. Yeah, invite all of them. They need to leave that rubbish and come join us. Another quick 270, Lowell. Good job. Good job. LASE. Yeah, I think it's looking better now, especially after closing. Right, looking a bit better. Bilal, you were holding it back. That Savoie, très magnifique. That was a beautiful scalp. 28. You waited a little bit, but then you got rewarded really nicely. So congratulations. Look at all these gains, guys. All these gains. All these gains. La, la, la. uh, Pablo, pizza. I agree. Yep, full $40. Yeah. So hopefully you guys kind of see what I'm referring to when I say move that stop loss, be aggressive with it, right? So if we're halted at 55 dollars and 50 cents, because that halt was $50, $45 and something cents. If you put that stop loss right below 45, right below 45 and something cents, guess what? When it hits, it's usually a good thing because that stock is about to start struggling, right? So especially for a name like this that's aggressive. For a name that's super slow, you can't really do that because the halt will hit it. But on stuff like this, that's super aggressive and it's up 500%. That's exactly what you should do. Just be safe, right? Because then that means your stop loss hits at $45 instead of a different number. Or you could just sell the damn thing when it on halts. But sometimes it's too quick, too quick. Yeah. So let me know if you have any last questions, guys. But 10 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200. 10 more people smash a like, guys. Let's get to 200. Still a lot of you guys that haven't smashed a like yet. Why? I don't know. So yeah, smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you're not a member yet, click this link at the bottom. Come join us, and we will hop off in a minute or so. Still alive. It's halted down now. Yeah, it's halted down. LASC has been playing games all day. Maybe now that one's halting down. Maybe it's time for this one to take over. LASC. Let's go, Raven. Have a wonderful day as well. This thing has played games all day today, but what I really like about this stock is like it's given scalps. Like if you scalp this thing at any point, there's no way you lost money. No way. If you lost monies, you were just not playing the right game, right? So this has been good scalpies every time. If it breaks below the 200 EMA though, it's done. Walk away. Yeah. Na 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 na. Ah. No, 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 no. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, no, 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 no. Uh, there we go. Much love, Josh. Thank you very much again. Have a blessed day as well. We can only be blessed if we sacrifice to bless others. One people, one love. Let's go, Josh. Love that. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe. Enjoy. Keep cooking. Should I pay the $5 to play FIFA early chat? I mean, you probably will be. What's the difference in dates, Bilal? If it's gonna make you very happy, $5 isn't worth it. It's not enough. I mean, it's like it's really worth it, right? Otherwise, what are you gonna do with the $5? Nothing. So play the damn game. If it's yeah. Old man Willie, let's go. How are you doing? Yeah, Josh gifted you that membership. I know, right? That thing is still trying to break out here. Trying to break out. Trying to see you later. Yeah. Ivana, that one's being talked about in Discord right now. Come join us. Come join us. Here we go. Here we go. Being sold at $4. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance there, and that supply zone makes it quite clear. Yeah, the supply zone. Jameson, DM. Uh, the monies. Are you? Let's see. Okay, those are the holdings. Okay, there's two of them. I thought maybe one was options or something. Let's go, Ross. Ross is like, you know what? I'm ready for the monies. I'm ready for the monies. Ready for the monies. Russ, click this link at the bottom of the chat and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel already. Watch that last video in the Getting Started. Finally getting the push. Yeah. Robin Hood. Robin Hood. I want to see this thing break above $4. BREA is unhalted, by the way, and it's at 38 now. There we go. 97. Well done, CM. Yep. That thing's definitely given us some nice vibes. BREA doesn't quite look like it's completely done yet, not with that headline. So it just needs to consolidate and actually clarify the levels. Then we can play with this, almost back to $42 again, right? Like that thing is going to keep fluctuating until like it's clear what the levels look like. For Robinhood, it's coming to Josh. It's just a matter of time now. Just a matter of time. LASE looks like that thing is just Yep. Just a matter of time. Yeah, no, Lisa, yeah, it's been back. Looks interesting, doesn't it? Going back for $43. So we'll continue watching these two names in Discord, guys. These are my main two names for now. BREA and LASC, right? So um, have a wonderful rest of the day. How do I get back into Discord? Was previously a member, not allow me in. Go to the Getting Started channel, Russ, and reconnect. Follow the steps. Connect with the email you're paying with. Right. So YouTube sent you an email. Google sent you an email, a Gmail email. Connect with that email in Discord. So click that link. Click this link at the bottom of the chat. It should take you to the Getting Started channel. Follow the steps. If you don't know what to do, just watch the last video. It's gonna walk you through. Let's go. 90% profits on the whole. Your small account you started. Amazing. Let's go. My goodness. Beautiful, Josh. 90%. 90%. Cooking. Just cooking, guys. Josh is ready for Vegas. Ready. He's ready. Mm. Let's go. Love it. Love it. Russ, alrighty. So if for some reason you're having issues, send me a DM in Discord. But yeah. Have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. Yeah, you can tell like BREA, as soon as that first hold down happens, people are like, uh-oh, what's going on? I don't know if I can trust it anymore, right? Like that first hold down is usually a problem. So now it needs to find a brand new base and just sit there, consolidate, and then look for higher highs and higher lows. Because now you can see that we're clearly trending down, right? Even the green candles still trending down. So just be careful. Have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. We will continue in Discord. Be safe. Don't give back those gains, please. Don't give back those gains. And and see you guys in Discord. Let's make more monies, please. Alrighty. Bye, everybody. Josh says, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Josh. Yeah. Love it. And then let's see if we can break out here for LASC. Adieu, revoir. See you in Discord. Later, Bradley. Later. See you in Discord. Bye, everybody. Bye, guys. Much love all. Bye-bye. Bye, Russ. You